Welcome back to Talk of the Town, the portion of Hub City TV where we bring cool people on set. I'm Tara Reeves. This week, Southern Miss winning head basketball coach Donnie Tyndall joins me on set. Coach, this past season, your team set a record of 29 wins overall. Has your team's success helped you in recruiting at all?
Well, it has. It's opened a lot of doors, and I think a lot of things come into play with that, Tara. Obviously, you're playing on national TV a lot late in the season, in the conference tournament, into the NIT, and anytime you can get that national exposure and young people get a chance to watch your team play, see our style of play, the athletes that we have in our program, I think you can build on that, and we certainly have done that this spring.
And anyone watching the games this season and last season saw that Neil Watson was a key player. So as a head coach, what position did you see Neil take in the lineup on the team?
Well, he certainly grew as a leader. You know, Neil's our point guard, and in many instances you want your point guard to be your coach on the floor and lead your team and be not just a leader through example, which he certainly did a great job of doing, but he was a vocal leader, a guy that wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates when needed, a guy that wasn't afraid to give a guy a pat on the back, especially a young guy that maybe was struggling. But he did an outstanding job as a captain on our team and a fifth-year senior. He lived up to the billing as your coach on the floor.
So will you be able to replace his leadership next year?
Well, I don't know if there'll be one individual or one person yet, Tara, that will fill that bill or be the quote-unquote coach on the floor for us. But I think through committee, we've got some very good seasoned seniors that'll be back that played important minutes and important roles on our team this year. And I think all those guys maybe collectively will have a chance to lead our team.
And this past season, you had 25 wins during the regular season. You had an RPI of 32 and won 10 games on the road. So what do you think that the NCAA selection committee did in overlooking USM for the tournament?
Well, that's a great question. You know, we're the first team in the history of the NCAA tournament to have 25-plus Division I wins and an RPI of 35 or higher to not get in the tournament. So that was very frustrating. I think the biggest thing is our league is maybe undervalued or underappreciated across the country. And our people, our leadership in the conference office have to do a better job, in my humble opinion, of marketing our program, because we have a great basketball league, and I think if our league gains that notoriety and credit that we deserve, it'll trickle down to each individual team.
And playing on the promoting of the school, during the NIT tournament when you were playing at Mizzou and you defeated Mizzou, one of the analysts said that USM was the best team you've never heard of. As a head coach, how do you take that? Well,
there's two sides of that. You want to say, well, how have you not heard of us? We've won 25 games. We were co-champs for Conference USA. We'd won 27 games the season before. So part of you is a little bit offended. On the flip side, we aren't in what you would call a major conference. And so for them to say we're the best team that maybe people haven't seen or talked about not coming from a major conference is a big compliment. And I think those people also added that we should have been in the NCAA tournament, and I certainly agree with that.
Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck to you next season.